Randy Orton has once again proven why he remains one of the most unpredictable and polarizing figures in WWE, creating absolute bedlam backstage and leaving SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis red with fury before the entire scene took a sharp comedic turn that had the WWE universe laughing and buzzing online. It all started when Orton, who has built a reputation for thriving on chaos, lashed out at WWE security with one of his trademark violent outbursts, completely disregarding order and leaving the backstage area in disarray. Nick Aldis stormed into the scene, furious at what had just unfolded, his patience visibly wearing thin as he raised his voice at Orton for once again undermining authority and making a mockery of his position as the brand's figurehead. Aldis demanded answers, calling out Orton's reckless behavior and warning that enough was enough. But in typical Viper fashion, Randy stayed cool and collected, smirking as if the confrontation didn't even rattle him. With chilling calmness, he replied with a line that summed up his character perfectly: "Sometimes it just feels good to feel bad," a sentence that only further frustrated Aldis and reminded everyone of Orton's unapologetic, merciless nature. Then, in a move only Randy Orton could pull off, he casually reached into his gear bag and handed Nick Aldis a bottle of Fireball whiskey as though nothing serious had just happened. The general manager stood frozen, trying to comprehend what was happening, when the situation became even more absurd thanks to R-Truth. Out of nowhere, Truth appeared with his usual offbeat energy, questioning if Aldis was really considering drinking what Orton had just handed him. When Aldis muttered a hesitant, "maybe," Truth simply shook his head, walked away, and left the room in confusion, making the entire locker room burst into laughter. What started as a tense moment of authority clashing with rebellion quickly dissolved into a viral comedic segment that fans will not forget. It was classic WWE at its finest: Orton's unpredictable antics, Aldis struggling to maintain control, and R-Truth turning everything into gold with his perfect comic timing. The whole scene reminded fans why backstage chaos often produces the most memorable moments in the company's history. So the big question now is this: was Orton really just messing with Aldis and playing his mind games, or did the Viper actually mean for the GM to take a shot of that fireball? The WWE universe is split, but one thing is certain: Randy Orton continues to prove that he plays by his own rules. And when you least expect it, he'll find a way to leave the entire world talking. What do you think? Should Aldis have taken that drink, or did Orton just remind us once again that he's the ultimate master of chaos?